ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणपिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्नि गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तश्रुतिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासुदेव गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुविज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। श्रीमद् भागवत के प्रथम अध्याय
The first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, verse number 32.
भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने जब दोनों सेनाओं के बीच में स्थापित
In the
किया,
previous session we studied when Arjun placed the chariot between the two armies, and Bhagavan said to Arjun that, "O Arjun, please see these two armies."
तो उसको देखकर अर्जुन के मन में मोह पैदा हो गया।
Seeing that, Arjun
देखा कि दोनों तरफ उसी के संबंध
got bewildered
युद्ध में तैयार हैं लड़ने के लिए। तो उनको देखकर
and he saw that his own relatives are standing there to fight.
आवेश हुआ।
Seeing that, he became overwhelmed with compassion,
शक्ति का ही एक रूप है।
and as it was said that this compassion was another form of attachment only, and it had effect on his body. He said that my mouth is drying up, My body is shivering. The Gandiva bow is slipping from my hand, and my mind is reeling. And then he said that I see evil omens. I don't see any benefit in the war.
हम क्या करेंगे
He said that we don't want the kingdom. What will we do with all this?
करते हैं वो सब अपने परिवार सगे संबंधियों के साथ में ही करते हैं क्योंकि अकेला आदमी क्या भोग करेंगे
Because a lone person, what will he enjoy?
कर सकता है जो योगी हो भोगी को तो कुछ साथ में चाहिए तो इसलिए उसने कहा कि न कांक्षे विजयम कृष्ण न राज्यम सुखानि च किम नो राज्येन गोविंद किम भोगे जीवितेन वा तो वास्तव में तो ये जो बोल रहा है वो सच नहीं है क्योंकि अगर ऐसा ही था
So actually what Arjun is telling, that is not true, because if that would have been true, why did he come to fight? Then he speaks that in verse 33 also.
आचार्यः पितरः पुत्रास्तथैव च पितामहः मातुलः श्वशुरः पौत्रः शाला संबंधिनस्तथा जिनके लिए हम साम्राज्य
Those very persons for whose sake we covet the empire, luxuries and enjoyments, our teachers, paternal uncles, sons and nephews, grandfathers, maternal uncles, fathers-in-law, grandsons and grandnephews, brothers-in-law and other relatives are stationed here on the battlefield, staking their lives and wealth. So the what he told in the previous verse, that same mood is continuing in this verse, and he is telling in more detail. He is telling all these relatives who are standing here, they have left their lives and wealth, and they are standing here on the battlefield. Now, without these people, what shall we enjoy? If these people only die, with whom shall we sit and enjoy? One more point that he says is that those very persons for whose sake we covet the empire, they are only standing here to fight, to die. So actually, this is all a lie, what he is telling, because those whom he is seeing, who are on the opposite side, he is seeing the opposite army. So he has not come here to fight for them. They already have their kingdom. Arjun is telling that those for whom we want this kingdom, they are all here to fight. But the fact is that those people already have their kingdom. So then for whom have they come to fight? So the person out of attachment, he speaks lot of things. When a person is overwhelmed by some particular mood, whether it is of anger or compassion, then his intelligence does not work in a normal state, and he speaks all these type of things. When you fall in love with somebody, then you say that I am ready to do anything for you. For you, I can reach the other end of this world also. So he speaks like this, but nobody does like this. After 2 minutes, the mood changes and he starts fighting with the same person. So once a mosquito at the night time returned to its home, and the wife was sleeping, and it also lied down along with the wife and started telling the wife that I love you very much, for whom I can kill an elephant also. If you tell, I can bring you the blood of a lion also. So it was telling, so the mosquito was telling all these things to its wife. So the wife said that you are an ass, just sleep. I have told so many times that when you come home, don't bite a politician and come home, because politicians, they always speak lies. It is their nature to promise others. Big politicians, they all have the same nature. It is said that when you go to a politician for getting any work done, and if he says that he will do it, that means there is some possibility that it will be done. And if he says that I will see to it, then it means it will not be done. And if he says that it will not be done, then it means he is not a politician only. Because politician will never speak like this. And this is our experience also. You go to anyone, I have had to meet these people so many times. They never tell no, but they don't do the work also. So the point is that people speak all this. Generally, nowadays, people come and promise many things. They just get influenced slightly and they say that what service can I do for you? And if you give them some seva, then the story is over. So he's telling that for these people, all this empire is for them only. So if it is all for them only, then with whom have you come to fight? So then go to your home. You were anyway in the forest. Go back there. So the point is that with whomever our ahankar gets nurtured, that person is our friend, is our relative, is our everything. And with whomever our ahankar gets attacked, that person becomes our biggest enemy. So now this is a Arjun is in a very serious situation, and we have to understand why is he speaking like this. Because Arjun's ahankar is connected with all these people. I had told this earlier also, and this is a very important point in the first chapter, because until and unless we understand this, whatever Bhagavan speaks in the second chapter, we won't understand that. So this is a very important point, that Arjun's ahankar, what is it? It is that this is my father-in-law, this is my paternal uncle or son or grandfather or maternal uncle. So he is just pointing out these people. So Arjun's ahankar is made up of all these identities only, relations only. When a child is born, what is its ahankar? So ahankar is with mother only, because he just sees the mother, because he has come from the mother's womb only. So his only identity is with the mother. Later he starts speaking, then he will have a name. Is if his so if his name is Krishna, then he says that Krishna is hungry, Krishna wants to eat. He's still not identifying with himself, still identifying with mother only. Well, the parent's problem begins when he starts identifying with himself. When he starts speaking in terms of I and mine, then parents start getting into trouble. So then the trouble is that parents feel that till yesterday he was just listening to everything, whatever we were telling, but now he is not listening. So now his ahankara has got nurtured. So parents always have this fight, this trouble with children. Nowadays it is more, because nowadays children's ahankar is getting nurtured more and more. It has more tonic, because all these gadgets, these are all nurturing the ahankar of the children. Earlier, the children were totally dependent on the parents. There was no mobile phone, there was no computer, nothing. So they were learning everything from parents only. They did not have any other source of education or getting any information. The child was totally dependent on the parents. Now it is not like that. Now he goes to school also, just within 2 years of age he starts going to school.
Recording stopped.
Parents also are not spending that much time with the children. They are busy in their work only. So the child gets knowledge from various sources. So his ahankar gets nurtured at a very early age. And that's why there is a lot of tussle between child and parents. Even small children
Recording in
start telling
progress.
that who are you? Earlier it was not like that. So Arjuna's situation is showing this ahankar, that if these people die, that I will lose my complete identity. I lose my personality. That's what he is telling, that those for whom we are fighting, we want the empire. But Arjun is lying. It is not for them, it is for himself only. But along with them, he wants to enjoy. Alone, he cannot enjoy. If alone he is given this kingdom, what will he do with that kingdom? Bhoga or enjoyment is done in company. Yoga is different. Spirituality is different. Spirituality is the path of walking alone. On the path of spirituality, you have to walk alone only. That's what Bhagavan has taught. Because we have been born alone, we will leave alone, and we are actually alone only. Only Bhagavan is with us, nobody else is with us. But in this material world, with the body and things related to body, when we start identifying with them, then that becomes our personality. And we like to derive rasa from that only. There is no other source of our rasa. So this attachment, this is the cause of pleasure as well as pain. So the source of pleasure also becomes the source of pain. Whichever source from which you are deriving pleasure, it is guaranteed that you will also get pain from the same pleasure. The person who gives you pleasure will definitely also give you pain. Whether you understand this, see this, or don't understand, but this is the reality, this is the fact. But because we want pleasure and we try to avoid pain, that's why when we get pain, we don't pay attention to that. We just pay attention to the pleasure. So he is telling these people for whom we covet the empire, but they have staked their life and wealth and they have come here. In reality, they have not left their life and wealth. They have not left their life. If they leave their life, give up their life, then how will they fight here? But that's what he said. Arjun said that my mind is bewildered. Because his mind is bewildered, his statements are also bewildered. So here giving up life means actually here staking their life. And leaving their wealth is also not correct. They have not left, given up their wealth. But what does it mean that they have given up their life and wealth? Actually, literally, that is the meaning. Pran and dhan, their life and wealth, they have given up and then they are standing here. But they have not given up their life and wealth. If they give up their life, they will be dead. So the point here is that they have given up their hope of life and wealth. Because when one goes to the battlefield, there is every chance of his dying on the battlefield. So if he dies, then he will lose his wealth also. So the point here is that they have staked their life and wealth and they are standing here. And who are these people? My Acharya, how can I kill my Acharya? Acharya Devo Bhava, Guru Devo Bhava. Acharya is worshipable. Even killing an ordinary person is sinful. What to speak of killing Guru, killing Acharya? It's a great sin. What is this that I'm going to do? So he is visualizing everything from the lens of his ahankara. His dharma and all are gone. but he will bring the points of dharma, because whenever a person does something, uh, he has to rationalize it by giving logic. He has to prove himself that he is correct. That's what Arjun will do here. So then he says, he tells very clearly in the next verse, so he says that I don't want to kill them. Even if I am to be killed by them, O Madhusudan, I do not wish to kill them, even for dominion over the three worlds, let alone sovereignty over the earth. So Arjun is talking something of great importance. Now externally it seems that Arjun is a great renunciant. He doesn't have any attachment. It seems like that. So people generally think like that. He was a big renunciant, he was a great devotee, that's why he's speaking like this. So actually he is not be talking like a renunciate. There is great attachment. So often we speak lie, but we do not realize that we are speaking lie. Our statements are completely untruthful, but we speak them with so much force. It seems as if we are very truthful. People say like this also, that I have always been truthful, although that statement itself is a lie. I never cheat anyone. I never speak with ahankar. I am very humble. People speak like this. So the reality is opposite, but they do not realize that. So if Arjun is asked, has he become renunciant now only? 5 minutes back he was telling that these evil-minded sons of Dhritarashtra, this Arjun, just 2 minutes back he was speaking like this, that these sons of Dhritarashtra, they are all evil-minded. I want to see these evil-minded sons of Dhritarashtra and his supporters, those who have come to support him. The same Arjun in 2 minutes, how can he become so renunciant? Does a person change so quickly? A person's nature does not change so easily. But what happens is that in our mind there are two parts. One is the logical division, and the other is the emotional part in our mind. So the emotional part, it influences the logical part, then the person speaks like this. And that bhava, if it is a sthayi bhav, it is a permanent bhav, if it is the permanent mood, then it's okay. Because every person has a permanent mood, it has a sthayi bhav. So like some people say that this person is very soft spoken, this person is very harsh spoken. That means it is his general nature. Like a snake, its nature is you just try to attack it, it will immediately bite. Not that it is doing out of anger, it is its nature. But some people, it is not their nature, but they get influenced by the temporary emotion. And then he starts speaking in a different way. So understanding that is extremely important. That when a person promises you something, to see that is he talking out of his sabhav or is he talking out of some prabhav? Is he talking out of his swabhav or out of some influence? That is prabhav. If we do not understand that, we will get cheated. So Arjun is telling that I do not want to kill them. Then why have you come here? Was there any some free food distribution program that you have also come? Were you invited for some free food distribution? No, you have come here to fight. So suddenly, how come you have become renunciant that even if these people kill me, still I will not kill them? Means he has gone beyond Gandhi also. Mahatma Gandhi was known as the father of non-violence. So So Gandhi said that whatever Bhagavan is telling from chapter 2 is allegory, because Bhagavan started speaking of violence that kill them. So Arjun is telling that even if these people are willing to kill me, I will not kill them. Why? Because people say that sometimes when there is love between husband and wife, the wife says that I want to die before you. Many times people say this out of love. Why do they say all this? Is it something of great love? If you die before that other person and will the other person not be miserable? But the point is that I do not want to be miserable by seeing your death, because if I die after you, I will become very much miserable. So actually this statement is of great selfishness, but it appears to be out of great love. So Arjun is telling the same thing, that if these people die, then how will I live? So better let me die first. I don't want to face the misery of seeing their death. Let them be miserable by seeing my death. I don't mind. So this is his factual emotion. But if he would have had actual love, then it would not have been like that. So out of attachment, person speaks like this. But this is not his swabhav.
उसको भगवान को समझाना पड़ेगा, मतलब भगवान बताएगा, भगवान अर्जुन को पूरी गीता में यही
So Bhagavan in entire Gita, he will explain to Arjun that Arjun, you are a liar. Stop speaking lies. Come to your original situation. How much, this much he will explain. Don't speak such a big lie. Whom are you lying? You are lying me, lying to me. I am situated within your heart. I know you very well. I know you are Arjun. You are a warrior. That's why Bhagavan is telling that, okay. So Arjun is telling that even if I get dominion over the three worlds, I will not kill them. What to speak about sovereignty over the earth? So this is what I'm trying to tell, that when a person speaks something, we should focus on his words. We should ask him, who is giving you the dominion over the three worlds? Is somebody standing here to crown you, that Arjun, come here, I will crown you, make you the emperor of three worlds? Nobody is making him the king of the earth. These Kauravas are not ready to give him his own kingdom also. He had told that I will not give you land enough like the tip of needle also. So what is Arjun telling? Nobody is giving you the dominion of earth or the three worlds. So why are you bringing all these points? But in order to save himself, he is bringing all these additional points, because his idea is that somehow he has to save himself. He is seeing his own death, means he is seeing his own death of his own identity, his own ahankar, his own abhiman. He is seeing that in front of himself, and nobody wants to see this. Our abhiman, our ahankar is such that even after death we wish that our ahankar should remain alive, even if we may die, but our name and fame should continue in this world. My nameplate should continue even after our death. People should speak like this after my death. That's it.
लेकिन जब तुम मर जाओगे तो उसमें
Say he was such a nice person. So if you die, what will you get? So in Madhya Pradesh, there was a chief minister. When he was on the post of chief minister, this is the true story.
और गंभीर रूप से बीमार पड़ा, हॉस्पिटल में
He
उसको
fell ill very seriously and he was admitted to the hospital.
काफी समय इलाज चला उस
So, for a long time, he was being treated, and in the midst of that, his chief ministership time period got over. So, he was no longer the chief minister.
तो एक मित्र उनसे मिलने गया
So, one of his friends came to meet him in the hospital,
स्थिति बहुत गंभीर है
and he just told that your situation is very serious. What is your last wish?
तो उन्होंने कहा कि
So, he said
मेरी अंतिम इच्छा
that
तो यही थी
actually my last wish was that
वही मरता
I should have died being the chief minister.
अब तो मैं मुख्यमंत्री नहीं रहा तो उन्होंने कहा ऐसा क्यों
It would have given me a lot of pleasure.
पे रह के मरता
So he says that if I would have died on the post of chief minister,
शान के साथ सम्मान के
then
साथ मेरे सब की यात्रा होती
then my dead body the would have
अहंकार इतना प्रबल रहता है
the yatra of my dead body would have been with so much glamour
मुख्यमंत्री
that I died being the chief minister. So this is the ahankar
होगी उसके जो
that
सेरेमनी की
his cremation ceremony
राज स्टेट ऑनर के साथ
will be done with state honor because he died being on the post of chief minister.
क्या मिलेगा
So what will he get because he has already left that body? Is he be there to see that?
ऐसे ही कहता है
But while living also, ahankar works like this. Ahankar speaks like this, that I may die, but my ahankar should continue to live.
मतलब वो मरना पसंद
So he was sad that he was dying, but he could not remain as the chief minister. So he wanted to die being the chief minister.
तो अर्जुन उसी प्रकार की कुछ बात
So Arjun is speaking something like that only,
मेरे को मार दें
that even if these people kill me, that is better. Even later he will speak like this,
शस्त्रों के साथ में मेरे ऊपर अटैक करें
that if these people are ready to kill me, if they attack me also,
तरम भवेत ये धृतराष्ट्र के पुत्र अगर
that if the sons of Dhritarashtra, even if they attack me with weapons,
मैं उनसे
and
प्रतिरोध ना करूं
I do not even oppose that, and if I die, it will be great achievement for me.
उनके मन में एक
Why?
शंका है
Because Arjun has this doubt in his mind that if I fight against them now and I kill my Gurujanas, Acharyas, in Sanskrit all the elders are addressed as Guru. Bhishma, Dronacharya, all those who are elder, they are all Gurus. They will speak that, see, he killed his Gurus. Whole life he will have to hear this criticism that he killed his Guru, because definitely there will be some opposition of his. It is not that all those who oppose him will die. Even if he gets the kingdom, there will be his opponents, and if the opponents die and no opponent lives, then also within his supporters some people may become opponent. Then what criticism will they levy against Arjuna? They will say that, see, this Arjun, he killed his gurus. What kind of a disciple is he? He killed his grandfather. So this criticism is worse than death also. So that's why he is saying that if I die, it is better. So this is nothing but trying to protect one's abhiman.
और इसलिए वो कहता है कि मधुसूदन हे मधुसूदन मधुसूदन का मतलब है कि भगवान आपने तो मधु को मारा था मधु एक राक्षस का नाम था
So Madhusudan actually means one who killed the Madhu demon. Sudan means the killer. That you killed the demon Madhu, and you are telling me that I should kill my relatives. So it should not be like this. Madhusudan word also has another wonderful meaning. This name that Bhagavan got, this name Madhusudan, there were two demons. One was Madhu and the other one was Kaitab. And before this creation, they were born from the earwax of Mahavishnu. 2 ears, from both in both ears there is wax. So from that two demons, Madhu and Kaitab, were born. Madhu and Kaitab. Now then both of them attacked Brahmaji, and the poor Brahma, he could not save himself. So he went running to Lord Mahavishnu and he prayed that both of these demons are disturbing me. So Bhagavan said that kill them. So he said that I do not have the power to kill them. So then Bhagavan Vishnu fought against them for many days. But both of them were actually blessed by Devi, that until and unless they themselves wish, they cannot be killed. So then Bhagavan, while fighting, he stopped and he started praising them that you are so courageous. Till today, there was nobody whom I could not fight, but you are different. So please take a benediction from me. So then both of them started laughing and they said that, Arey, you are a Vishnu, you are a strange person. You are losing against us and you want to give us benediction. You take benediction from us. This is Ahankar. We don't want benediction from you. You take benediction from us. So you yourself are telling that till today there was no person whom I could not defeat, but you have been defeated by us. So you only take benediction from us. So Bhagavan said that you want to give us benediction. So please give me the benediction that I should kill both of you. Now both of them, what can they do? They were trapped. Then they said that, okay, we bless that you kill us. So then Bhagavan held both of them and he kept them on his thigh. They expanded their body. Bhagavan also expanded. And then with Sudarshan, Bhagavan killed both of them. And from their body, whatever fat got generated, with that fat, the earth was filled up. That's why one of the word for earth is Medini. So Medini means one which is made of med. So what does this story mean? That our ear has two types of wax. We want to hear our own praise and we want to hear others' criticism. So this madhu means honey. He would like to hear our own praise. It is so sweet. It is as if like we are drinking honey. And criticizing others, we derive a lot of pleasure in that also. It is as painful as the bite of a scorpion. That is Kaitab. So these are our two ears. So that with these are the two wax in that, two impurities in our ear. These are our two deficiencies or weaknesses. We like to hear our own praise and we like to hear others' criticism. These are the two demons. And nobody can kill these two demons. Only Krishna can kill these two demons. That's why his name is Madhusudan. So the point is that in Arjuna's heart, this is the attachment that we have. When we hear our praise, our ahankar is getting nurtured. And when we hear our others' criticism, that also nurtures our own ego. So these are the two ways of nurturing our own ego. Mostly a person is busy in these two things only. Wherever he goes, he praises himself and criticizes others. So this is the tonic for the ahankar, and these two are very tasty. So Arjuna's ahankar is currently in danger because of his attachment. As I said earlier, that asakti has this sweetness. So this ahankar gets extended to our friends, relatives. If you remove that ahankar from them, then there is no rasa in that relation. So that's why he is telling to Bhagwan that you are Madhusudana, you only solve this problem. Otherwise, for me, it is better to die only. So in this way, Arjun, he is speaking like this, and in one way, he is speaking statements which are out of bewilderment. Then he says in the next verse, next verse, O Janardhan, what pleasure would we obtain by slaying the sons and followers of Dhritarashtra? We would incur only sin by killing these aggressors. So here Dhartarashtra means Dhritarashtra's son or his entire army, all the supporters who have come here to fight. They are all Dhartarashtra. So Arjun is telling what is the benefit that we derive by killing them? Because a person, anything he does by expecting benefit. Intentionally, we do not want to do any activity out of which we will face loss or grief. Whether doing that we derive pleasure or no, but that is our expectation that when this activity is over, then we will derive anand, happiness. So he is telling what happiness shall we derive by killing them. Because now Arjun, he is speaking from the point of view of protecting his ahankar. So all his logic, if you try to analyze it from the point of view of his ahankar, then you will understand it deeply. If you see superficially, he will appear as a very dharmic person, very sensitive, and very big lover, person of society, thinking deeply. We may feel like that. But Bhagavan was not affected by all this. Because if this would have been the truth, then Bhagavan would also have been influenced by this. He is also bhavagrahi. He understands the bhava, but he understands that whatever he is speaking, it is all out of abhiman and protecting his ahankar. Whatever a person, whenever he wants to cheat others, then how does he cheat? He praises the other fellow. But his inner motive is to cheat, to derive benefit. That is selfishness. And this will be revealed later. Common man cannot understand this. So here Arjun, he himself is not understanding that he is cheating or lying. Arjun himself is not understanding. At least the other person, when he cheats, he does that intentionally. So Arjun is not doing this intentionally. When we have attachment in something, then we are diseased with moha or bewilderment. Our intelligence is bewildered, and because of that, we are unable to understand the truth. And because of that, we take the wrong decision, and the result of that wrong decision is grief, misery. But the person doesn't think like this. When a person is doing something, he does it with the expectation that he will derive anand, happiness, pleasure from that. People work with this expectation only. So Arjun currently is thinking that with this in this war, I am not going to derive any pleasure or any benefit because he is not ready to because he is seeing the danger to his own Abhiman. He is thinking that even if I win, whole life I will have to repent that I killed these people. Even if other people don't say, even if other people don't say, I will have to face lot of guilt, because those are who are compassionate, they themselves also think like that. Those who are evil minded, those who are wicked, they won't think like this. So this is a quality of Arjun. He is a religious person. So he is also thinking that if I kill these people, whole life I will have to live with this guilt that I killed them. Now this is appearing before him. It was not earlier. Otherwise, he would have not come to fight only if he would have thought about all these things earlier. Whatever thoughts he got by seeing Bhishma and Dronacharya, he is getting these thoughts now. But between his statements, we can see this is some opposite feeling. So he himself will tell that my intelligence is getting bewildered. Earlier he told that these are evil minded, they are wicked. Then he started telling these are my relatives. Now he is telling that these are aggressors. Atatai means a terrorist. And Atatai, Atatai is explained. So six types of people are called as aggressors in Shastra. First is those who put fire to our property. That is aggressor. Second is one who poisons. If somebody poisons us, that is aggressor. Third is one who attacks us with any weapon. He is also aggressor. Fourth is one who snatches away our wealth. He is also aggressor. Next is one who next is one who snatches away our kshetra, and the other is one who takes away our wife. These six types of people are called as aggressors. But in Shastra it is also said that if any aggressor is coming to us, if a terrorist is coming to us, then without thinking kill that person. Because if you give him an opportunity, he will kill you. There is no dosha, there is no fault in killing the aggressor. So Arjun, why is he telling like this? On one side, he is telling his aggressor. He is not telling now that they are my swajan or relative. Now he is changing the tune. He is telling they are our aggressor. Because Kauravas did all the 6 crimes. They attempted to kill Pandavas in the house of lac. They were saved by Vidur, otherwise they would have died. Duryodhan constructed a special type of palace for them, which was made of lac, and he had arranged a big festival. And he told the Pandavas that you go there and you participate in the festival. I have made arrangements for your stay there. And the palace was made in such a way that it would immediately, the entire palace would catch fire. But Vidur was so intelligent, he understood this, and he got a tunnel constructed in advance for Pandavas. Then Duryodhan tried to poison Bhim also, and for fighting, though anyway here also they are present to kill them. Even when the Pandavas were living incognito in exile, Duryodhan attempted to kill them, but Gandharvas stopped them. And Duryodhan also snatched away their wealth, their property, their kingdom, and Duryodhan had also insulted their wife. And Duryodhan told that you are my Dasi, you are my servant, you should come and sit on my lap. So not one or two, all the six type of crimes which are mentioned in the Shastra for an aggressor, they were done by Duryodhan. So what is the fault in killing them? And why is Duryodhan telling that what will be the fault in killing them? So he knows that there is no crime, no fault in killing them. So the acharyas, they explain in their commentaries that in our Shastra, there are different types of injunctions and there are different types of Shastras. There is Artha Shastra, Dharma Shastra, Moksha Shastra and Kama Shastra. Four types of Shastra. So so this statement regarding the aggressors that killing them has no fault, this is from Artha Shastra. But Dharma Shastra says that they should not be uh, killed. Yeah, if your own life is in danger, then you kill them. So Arjun is telling like this that we can leave them and we can go away. So from the Dharma Shastra point of view, why should we kill them? So the one more point that comes from here is that if I would have derived pleasure by killing them, then I would have killed them. Now that he is telling that what pleasure shall I derive by killing them, so what does it mean? It means that if by killing them I would have got some pleasure, then I would have killed them. So he is not telling that I do not want pleasure. He is telling that I want pleasure, but I want the pleasure without killing them, because by killing them there is some problem. That is why this is not the real renunciation, this is conditional renunciation. There is an upadhi, is a condition attached to this his renunciation, that if I get my kingdom without killing them, then I'm ready to take that. I'm ready for that. So don't think that Arjun is some big sannyasi or he has become a big renunciant, but it appears like that. And because our mentality matches with that of Arjun, that is why we like Arjuna's statements very much. And we cannot understand what Bhagavan is trying to tell. Whatever Bhagavan is telling, we cannot understand. We generally think that what Arjun was telling was absolutely correct. We do not understand that. But the reality is that Arjun is not a non-violent person. He is simply temporarily, it's a temporary emotion he is talking like that. In his chitta, he has that same Kshatriya samskar, the samskar of courage, bravery, all those are as it is lying in his chitta. And this temporary emotion will not continue for long. Because even if he leaves the battlefield and goes to his home, what will Draupadi tell him? That you are an eunuch and you came here by leaving the war. You acted as a Brihanalla, as an eunuch for 1 year, but you are really an eunuch. Because Draupadi was filled with the feeling of revenge. Even Kunti had told. The Kunti also said that the time that for which a Kshatriya queen gives birth to a prince, that time has arrived. Means Kunti also wanted that Pandavas should fight for their kingdom, which they deserve according to dharma. When Draupadi, this type of when she will attack Arjun with these arrows of sharp words, then Arjun will not be able to tolerate. His blood will start boiling, and then he will come back to this battlefield, and it will be a big, it will be a shame for him. He will be embarrassed. People will tell that he again came back. He had run away. So, so what Arjun is telling here, that he is not against pleasure, he is not against kingdom. He is only worried that what will people tell me, they will criticize me, and what will happen to my ahankar. So these all these different types of things, people will taunt me. What will be my answer for that? So Arjun is telling all these things from the point of view of his ahankar. This is his bhav. So from the point of view of Dharma Shastra, he will incur sin because destroying one's own kula is a great sin. Killing any jiva is a sin, but killing one's own family members is a much greater sin. So he is talking from that point of view. So Dharma Shastra is more powerful than Artha Shastra. When there is some opposition between both, then we should follow Dharma Shastra. But when there is opposition between Dharma and Moksha Shastra, then we should follow Moksha Shastra. This is what Bhagavan will tell later. So from that point of view, Arjun is telling this. So we will stop here. If you have any question, you can ask.
संदीप जी बोलिए।
प्रणाम बाबा जी महाराज। वो अनम्यूट का ऑप्शन अभी आया था तो इसलिए थोड़ा डिले हुआ। मेरा
Please the voice or put the mic there because I cannot hear. जरा ठहरिए, आपकी आवाज बहुत धीमी आ रही है, मेरे को सुनाई नहीं पड़ रहा।
अच्छा जी।
Can put it here maybe. Please, is it possible? Okay.
प्रश्न कहूं बाबा जी महाराज?
एक मिनट रुक जाइए।
ठीक है जी।
कुछ ठोका पीटी कर रहे हैं कुछ यहाँ पर हथौड़ी लेके। होगा कुछ भाई? चलो बोलिए आप।
बाबा जी महाराज, मेरा थोड़ा सा एक डाउट था, मतलब आज के प्रैक्टिकल कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, और जो जैसे
So
आता
I
था
have a doubt in today's practical context based on the definition of Atatai, regressor, that you gave from Shastra. So my doubt is that in today's time, when people get married and the wife has an affair with somebody else and then there is divorce and the wife goes away. So in that context, can it be considered that the other person stole away the wife? Because so what is there of stealing the wife? The wife has gone away with her own will. So that's what you said, that she goes away with her own desire. So the question, if she gets influenced and then she is giving influence or whatever, but the wife is going on her own, so that cannot be considered an aggression on the part of the other person. So if the wife has agreed to go away with the other person, then the wife is also equally responsible in that decision. So why should the other person be considered as an aggressor?
और कोई प्रश्न है? और किसी का प्रश्न है? कोई प्रश्न नहीं है तो ठीक है, बंद करते हैं।
कृष्णा जी पूछ रहे हैं दंडवत, आज के कक्षा में अहंकार
Next
माने
question in today's class, does ahankar mean arrogance? What is the English equivalent of ahankar? So ahankar means self identity. It doesn't mean arrogance or anything. In English you can say self identity.
हिंदी में करना है तो व्यक्ति की अपनी पहचान, क्योंकि सारी समस्या ये है ना, इसलिए तो वो कह रहे हैं ना कि ये मेरा बाप है, ये मेरा चाचा है, मेरा ताऊ है, मेरा दादा, ये मेरी पहचान इन्हीं से तो है ना। आप किससे पूछते हैं आप कौन है, तो कहेंगे मैं ये हूँ, मैं वहाँ का हूँ, ये मेरी पत्नी है, ये मेरा बच्चा है, उसका बाप हो, उसका भाई, यही पहचान है। तो अहंकार से मेरा मतलब उससे है। यस,
is about the point of lying without being
So
aware.
the
So this is, I mean, if you can explain a little more, because
वो मैंने पहले प्रश्न ये है कि
So the question is that some people lie, but they don't realize that they are lying. Can you please elaborate more on this? So the elaboration is that mostly we speak regarding our mental state, our emotion. We are not very aware about our inner thoughts or feeling. We are not aware about that. We don't understand them deeply. So we just go as per our samskar. And our samskaras, they have come from our childhood. And in childhood, lot of samskaras were put into us for protection. Like if somebody's parents are very strict, so to save himself from them, the child gets the samskara of telling lies just to protect himself from getting punished by the parents or making excuses. So then it becomes a habit. So he's not telling, not that he says that I'm telling lie, it just becomes a habit. So that sensitivity towards understanding that samskara or realizing it, gets destroyed. So he's lying, but he doesn't realize that he is lying. So I have seen many people like this. Without any reason, they speak lies. Not that he is getting any benefit of lying. I used to think earlier why this person is lying. What benefit is he deriving? So then I realized it is his swabhava only. So just like the religious people, they also it becomes their nature that even without thinking, whatever they will do will be religious act only. Even without thinking, they won't do anything wrong. Like King Dushyant, when he was on into hunting and we went to the Rishi's ashram, so the Rishi Kanva was not there, and his bow, arrows, crown, everything, the king had kept that them outside only and then entered the ashram. Kings used to enter the ashram with the feeling of being a servant. So when he went into that hermit's ashram, he saw Shakuntala. So seeing her only, his mind got attracted to her. And then first of all, he asked her that, who are you? So she said that I am the daughter of Rishi Kandva. So Dushyant got this feeling in mind. He got this thought, how is that possible that this Rishi Kandva's daughter, I am a Kshatriya, why did my mind get attracted to this Brahman's daughter? That is not possible. Means he had so much confidence in himself that my mind cannot get attracted to adharma. Then he asked her that Rishi Kandva is brahmachari, he never married. So how can you be his daughter? Then she started telling that I am actually the daughter of Vishwamitra, because Vishwamitra and Menka, from their union I was born, and Vishwamitra was a Kshatriya king. Then Dushyant understood that, oh, this is the point. So this is the point of Swabhava. Just like he was such a religious king, he was so much steadfast in his dharma that it becomes such dharmic kings, their swabhava is such that even if they want, they cannot do anything wrong. So like this, we get into the habit of lying from childhood. When we grow up, even knowingly, willingly, we cannot speak the truth. For what to speak of unknowingly? So no, willingly we will speak lie only. We get rasa from that, and that we take that only as the truth. That their vritti is the praman. Their manovritti becomes the praman. Any other question? So my question is that you said that it becomes our nature to criticize others. So what shall we do so that we stop liking criticizing and hearing criticism? So the answer is take shelter of Madhusudan. So he will explain. As I said, why we do this? Because it nurtures our ahankara. It is the quality of ahankara that ahankara likes to see itself as superior to others. That's why whenever we are in the midst of other people, we like to prove that we are also something. Whether we say it by statement or by our behavior or by some action. When there is in a party, people like to show themselves as superior to others. So ahankara gets nurtured with that. So you have to realize that there is no truth into that. The reality is that I am servant of Bhagavan. So I should get rasa from that identity only. I have one more question. You said that some people get this swabhava, nature, that they speak lie from childhood. So in that state, does that person understand that he is lying? So answer, as I said, that rarely does he realize that he is speaking lie. Like we have some parameter. Like let me give you an example. Let's say you are making a dictionary. Like we make kosh. Some people make that also, no? So the word he gives a meaning. So when a child is born, he also makes a dictionary, because the child is just hearing. He is hearing these words, prema, anger. Nobody is explaining to him all these things. Some words they are explained to us. This is nose, this is eye, but every word they do not explain. So generally, all these words which are related to bhava, emotion, we don't learn them by definition, but we derive their meaning by observation, behavior. So the child is making his own dictionary. So we make this dictionary of our bhavas. So whatever type of relation we see among our parents, so that goes into our dictionary. The way they behave, we consider that only as the reality. This is dharma, this is truth. So he doesn't have that dictionary. He's just seeing everything. He's analyzing everything based on his earlier experience. So everybody has his own separate dictionary. That is his standard. We analyze, evaluate others based on that only. When we analyze anybody, what is our parameter? One person is telling he is great, the other is telling that he is dangerous. Why? Because both have different definitions of good and bad in their dictionary, what they have prepared from their own childhood. So that is their parameter.
माइक पीछे देना।
प्रणाम बाबा जी। मेरा
So,
हिंदी शायद इतना अच्छा नहीं है,
अंग्रेजी में बोल दो।
so whatever you have spoken regarding this Arjuna is very deeply enlightening for the next entire Bhagavad Gita to be heard. But I want to understand here also, is he was also kept in the same way as Parikshit Maharaj was kept in a kind of scenario?
Yes.
Because I would like to know if a devotee also gets affected by these things, how normal persons or ordinary persons like me aim for devotion or ultimate purpose of devotion. That's why I got a bit of doubt here, not against these thoughts and all.
तो उनका प्रश्न है कि अर्जुन
so
जो
the question is that Arjun, is he actually bewildered or he has been put into bewilderment? So the reality is that Arjun is not bewildered. He is an associate of, he is a friend of Bhagavan. Bhagavan had to impart this teaching of Bhagavad Gita and he wanted a suitable student. Now, if he would have searched some materialistic person, then there was risk the materialistic person would have asked all kinds of crazy questions. So Bhagavan is putting Arjun into bewilderment, and the verse for that is the verse 25, where Bhagavan says to Arjun that see these Kauravas. This statement that he tells to Arjun, that time he injects this bewilderment or moha into Arjuna's chitta.
वो हाई हो गया देख के बोलना अरे ये तो मेरे सब संबंधी हैं, रिश्तेदार हैं। उससे पहले तो ऐसा नहीं था ना,
Because before that Arjun was not telling all these things.
पहले से पता नहीं था क्या कि कौन कौन है।
Did he not know earlier that who all people are coming to fight against me? He was addressing them as evil minded. But then Bhagavan thought that if he keeps telling like this, how will I speak Bhagavad Gita and how will people get benefited?
तो वो एक उनकी लीला है ये,
So this is his Leela.
साथ ऐसा होता नहीं।
Bhakta does not get bewildered like this.
तो
Okay, so we'll
मंगलाचरण के
we'll recite the prayer verses.
करते हैं प्रार्थना श्लोक। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपाल नंदनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर भोक्ता दुग्धम गीतामृतम महत् एकं शास्त्रं देवकी पुत्र गीतम् एको देवो देवकी पुत्र एव एको मंत्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म सम्मूढचेतः यच्छ्रेयः स्यात् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम् यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिर् ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजंघ्रये भवे भवे यथा भक्तिः पादयोस्तव जायते तथा कुरुष्व देवेश नाथस्त्वं नो यतः प्रभो नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपाप प्रणाशनम् प्रणामो दुःखशमनस्तं नमामि हरिं परम्।